Good afternoon, everybody. This is Joe from His Press Project, and we are here at Tuskahoma, and I'll be here till Thursday. And I'm sitting here in the cabin, and this is, I guess, homeboy from home for now. And I'm doing a culture camp for all the young kids out here, and with many other of my co-workers. And my boy wasn't hot today, but hey, we made it through. It's fine. A little wind, so it kind of helped out today. So, but while we're here at Tuskahoma, so I thought about going to a site called Tuskahoma Academy for girls, which all the Choctaw girls went to in that time around 1896. So we can go over there and take a look. We can talk about it, and hopefully we can get in. If not, that's fine. And possibly a monument there that talks about the Tuskahoma Academy for girls. So let's run over there and let's jump out in this little warm weather and see what we can get ourselves into, all right? So okay, you're looking here at Tuskahoma Academy for female, and we are basically about 3 miles west of Tuskahoma. And as you can see, that's where the academy set at one time. And the stones that's on those houses right there, as part of the school, and they just use it as a house. Of course, the house is kind of condemned right now and hasn't been used in over 20-some years. So, and apparently the gate's locked over there. And usually they'll let you in. Usually it's open, but I'm guessing this is kind of getting pretty bad and they don't want nobody inside there. So just basically, this is the school. There's the, you look right over here on the south side of the school. Well, once where the school would have been the smoke shack. And of course there was a well here, there was the steps, and I wish I can take you to the steps. There's the steps that lead to the school, and you can still see the sidewalk that's going south. It's supposed to lead towards the Capitol building, but never have. Of course, in between the Capitol building and the school side was the military road, was the Fort Smith and the Boggy Depot military road. And of course, you see right here, sadly to see, there was once the marker right here, and I'm guessing somebody came here. You can see the tires. Either they was backing up or went through, didn't see it, knocked down the monument, and that's pretty bad. So you can see the tire track comes right towards this monument. It's pretty bad, and I guess the state can't do nothing about it. And this was erected back in 2017 with Chief and the state combining together to put this monument together with the Choctaw Nation to commemorate this school right here. So a little small history of the school. It was built around in September of 1896 under Peter Hudson. He was the founder and the superintendent of the school for the girls. And this was a 2.5 to 3 stories tall. They say it was 4, but they say it was 2.5 to 3 stories tall, and it's pretty good size if you see the pictures of it. Of course, back then there was much as trees you see there. We're looking the back end. The front end would have been looking towards the east. And the school burnt down in 1925. A little story of a lady that went here into school when she was young, at the age of 11, I believe. And she said she remembers the school burning down, and she still remembers the bricks, the smell of the wood, the smell of the school. And one night, she said it was in December, I believe, there was having fixing, I think it's after Christmas play or something, and they had, of course, back then they didn't have Christmas lights. So the only way to have the Christmas lights is to have the candles near the tree. I don't know why by a tree, but they have small candles all around near the tree to kind of like brighten up the tree. And one of the children forgot to forgot to let out the candle in one of the trees, and they all went to bed. And she said she didn't fully went to sleep, and she smelt smoke coming in, and then she woke up and she realized it's coming downstairs because she was up on the fourth floor or something like that, she was saying. And when she looked down, there was flames started boiling up. So she woke up everybody to get everybody together and get all the children together, and then the smoke started getting bigger. And so it happens that she got everybody out safe. All the teachers got out, and of course the superintendent. So Peter Hudson at the time, he wasn't the superintendent, it was somebody else who was superintendent, I believe. And of course all of them was taken outside, took into a fire I think a fire hallway or something. I can't remember how she was saying it, but they took it to I guess a drill that they used before if this ever happened. So anyway, they got out, all the children were safe. The school burnt down to the ground. There was nothing left, just rubble and piece of the of course the masonry of the rocks. And today if you see those rocks there, I don't know if I can zoom in anymore, but they used piece of that rocks to use that to build the house there, and I believe that was built around the late 70s, maybe 60s, I believe, and last was used 20 years ago. So the lady was saying in the story that they seen this 3.5 to 4 stories tall building crumble to the ground and nothing left. Only left you see here that still kind of shows more of is that little smokehouse right there. So of course you see the satellite, that's nothing new. That's so, and of course some have asked me too if there's a cemetery nearby of the school. I would say no, there's no cemetery nearby. The reason why there was no fatalities, no death near the school, and if they did, they'll use Tuskahoma near the Capitol grounds as the burial ground. But most of the children after the school, they was looking a place for these children, these ladies to go to. So most of them went to Wheelock because it was still in action. So most of them went down to Wheelock, and at that time, that's when Jones Academy started to grow, and that was for boys. So most of them went to also went to what was that school? I'm trying to think of Chilocco. Yeah, Chilocco. Some of them the girls went to Chilocco. Some went to Wheelock and a few other places. So, and it's sad to say, it probably lasts only about 30-something years, maybe 29, 30 years. And I always wonder why schools always burn. This is about the same time almost when Armstrong Academy, this is probably the only time the Armstrong Academy was burning too. Burnt down in 1921, and 4 years later the girls was burnt down to the ground too. Some of the schools burnt down to the ground. This is like probably in the 1880s or so, but at least this one's got a little bit of it, got the rocks used a little bit, and it's sad to see this monument here broken down. So this is a little part of history of the Tuskahoma Female Academy, and this is probably the newer ones besides Wheelock. Still was the operating one, and of course Wheelock was operating from 1834, I believe, and all the way until 1955, and this was only 29, 30 years old and didn't even make it that year, so that long. So and Tuskahoma was operating a little over 100 years, but you know, I mean Wheelock was operating over 100 years. So anyway, this is part of history. This is part of the side of Tuskahoma Female Academy or Institute, what they want to call it. And again, we can't get in. I wish I could show you more, but I think because of this building's kind of falling down a little bit, they don't want nobody to get hurt, which that's understandable. So and right behind me back this way is the Sardis Lake, and good old fishing out there. And man, it's warm out here, makes me want to go swimming out there too, fishing, swimming, whatever. So if you're ever this way, you can stop by, look at this site. And I'm sad, like again, the monument, it tells all about the history of this school. But I'm here, so if you're on my channel right here, and if you're a tourist and want to drive by Tuskahoma and then drive by here, and this is the site right here you can take a look at. You can't go in, and I just don't want nobody in there right now, so it'd be your safe and be and safety protocol. So, but anyway, yes, just come on out here, just take a look, and hopefully you can just go online, look up the Tuskahoma Female Institute, and they'll tell you a little bit about it. All right. So I'm gonna hop in the car. They got AC on and it's kind of getting warm, and I've been out in the sun all day, and so I don't know, I might go take a swim. So anyway guys, again, if you like this channel, you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe. And you can share with your friends if you're a history buff like I am, and if you want to learn about our Choctaw history, you know, go for it. You know, this is what we are and this is what we do. So right here in the Choctaw Nation. All right, well, I'm out. I'm going to get in, so we'll see you on the next on our His Press project. As we say in Choctaw, Chipisalaji.